You've heard the hype. The Dacia Bigster, a rugged, affordable SUV promising to shake things up. But hold on. Before you rush to place that order for the 2025 model, there are some crucial things you need to know. In this video, we're diving deep into 7 reasons why hitting the brakes on that Bigster purchase might be the smartest move you make. We're talking potential deal breakers, hidden downsides, and things Dacia doesn't necessarily want you to consider. So buckle up because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the potential pitfalls of the Bigster 2025. You might just want to reconsider that pre-order by the time we're done. Now I know what you're thinking, Doug, that Bigster looks amazing. And yeah, on the surface it does. But here's the catch. What you're seeing in the glossy brochures and promo videos, that's largely based on a prototype, a concept car. The actual production model, well, that's a different story. Dacia might have to make some serious changes between now and when the Bigster actually rolls off the assembly line. Think about it. The exterior design could get toned down, those cool, futuristic-looking materials might be swapped out for something cheaper. You never know. Remember the Dacia Spring? The concept looks sleek, modern, almost futuristic. But the production version? Let's just say it didn't quite live up to the hype. And that's not uncommon in the car world. Manufacturers often have to make compromises to hit certain price points or meet safety regulations. So, while that prototype might have you drooling, remember it's not the final product. Don't fall head over heels for a car that might look completely different when it actually hits the streets. Okay, let's talk tech, or rather the potential lack thereof. Dacia is known for its budget-friendly approach, and that often means cutting corners on fancy tech features. Now I'm not saying the Bigster will be completely bare bones inside, but don't expect a Tesla-like experience. We're likely looking at a small infotainment screen, think basic tablet size at best, probably with Dacia's signature minimalist interface. Don't hold your breath for a head-up display, a premium sound system, or any of those advanced driver assistance features that are becoming increasingly common these days. And while Dacia has been making strides in incorporating some tech, like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it's still playing catch-up compared to other brands in its class. For tech-savvy drivers who want the latest and greatest gadgets at their fingertips, the Bigster might feel a little underwhelming. It all comes down to priorities. If you value simplicity and a no-frills driving experience, the Bigster's bare-bones approach might appeal to you. Now, let's talk power. Rumor has it that the Bigster will share its engine options with its smaller sibling, the Duster. That means we're probably looking at a 1.2-liter or 1.3-liter turbocharged engine. Now those aren't bad engines by any means, they're fuel efficient and get the job done in the Duster. But here's the thing, the Bigster is a significantly larger and heavier vehicle. Will those engines be able to handle the extra bulk? I'm a little skeptical. European drivers in particular are used to having a good amount of power on tap, especially for highway driving and overtaking. And while fuel economy is important, so is having enough oomph to merge confidently and handle steep inclines without feeling like you're pushing the engine to its absolute limit. Plus, there's the transmission situation. Dacia might offer the Bigster with either a CVT automatic or a manual gearbox. Now I'm a manual transmission enthusiast myself, but let's be real, CVTs aren't exactly known for their sporty or engaging driving experience. Patience might be a virtue, but it's not something car buyers are always known for. And if you're itching to get your hands on the Bigster, well, you might have to exercise a bit of that patience. Dacia has been pretty tight-lipped about the official launch date. Rumors suggest that production might not even start until late 2025 or even early 2026. And that's just for the European market. If you're in other parts of the world, you might have to wait even longer. Now, I understand that delays happen in the car industry, especially with new models. But it's still frustrating, especially if you're eager to replace your current car. Imagine waiting all this time, only to find out there are even more delays, or that the Bigster isn't quite what you expected. Sometimes the anticipation can be more exciting than the actual car itself. Chapter 5. Limited Aftermarket and Service Network. Now this next point is something that doesn't get talked about enough. Aftermarket support and service network. Because the Bigster is a brand new model, finding parts for repairs or modifications might be a real headache, at least initially. Dacia's dealer network, while growing, isn't as extensive as some of the more established brands. That means finding a dealership that can service your Bigster, especially if you're not in a major metropolitan area, could be a challenge. And let's not forget about specialized shops. If you're into customizing your car or need a repair that requires specific expertise, good luck finding a shop that's already familiar with the Bigster's ins and outs. It's a risk you take with a new model. Early adopters often become the guinea pigs, paving the way for a smoother ownership experience for those who come later. Chapter 6. Unknown Crash Test Ratings. Safety is paramount when it comes to choosing a car, and with the Bigster, well, there are still a lot of unknowns in that department. As of right now, the Bigster hasn't been independently crash tested by organizations like Euro NCAP. We don't know how well it holds up in a collision, what kind of safety features will be standard, or how many airbags it'll have. Now Dacia isn't exactly known for cutting corners on safety, but it's still a concern, especially considering that the Bigster is aimed at families who prioritize safety above all else. Would you feel comfortable putting your loved ones in a car that hasn't been thoroughly vetted by independent safety organizations? It's a gamble, and one that I'm not sure I'd be willing to take. At least not until we have some concrete data to go on. Chapter 7. Resale value might not hold up. Okay, let's talk resale value. Depreciation is a fact of life with cars, but some brands hold their value better than others. And Dacia, well, let's just say they're not exactly known for their strong resale values. Dacias are generally quite affordable up front, but after a couple of years they tend to lose their value faster than some of their rivals. Now, this might not be a deal breaker for everyone. If you're planning on keeping the Bigster for a long time, then resale value might not be a huge concern. But if you're the type who likes to trade in their car every few years, you might want to think twice. That bargain price you snag up front might come back to bite you when it's time to sell or trade in your Bigster. It's always a good idea to look at the bigger picture and consider the long-term costs of ownership, not just the initial purchase price. The big decision: Bigster or bust. So there you have it. 7 reasons why you might want to hold off on that Bigster purchase. Look, I get it. The Bigster has a lot of potential. It's a good-looking SUV with a tempting price tag, but it's important to be aware of the potential downsides before you take the plunge. Do your research, weigh the pros and cons, and decide if the Bigster is the right fit for your needs and your lifestyle. Would you still buy the Bigster despite these concerns? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things cars. Thanks for watching.